Your sins weigh upon your soul.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mistrad, and today we are delving into the world of Genshin Impact 3.3's new game mode, and that is Genius Invocation. And in this video, we're going to talk about the 3 must-have support or trainer cards that you need in a deck to succeed. Now, there's a very limited number of cards that were released with this latest update, but with this video, I'm going to show you what I think, and one might be a little controversial, but I'll explain why. These 3 trainer cards are absolutely must-haves in any deck. Now, it's worth mentioning you can have up to 2 of any one card in a deck, so it makes the viability of the 3 characters plus the 30 cards in each deck kind of interesting when it comes to building. So I'm going to reveal the 3 trainer cards or the support cards that I think are vital for any successful deck. All right, so we're going to take a look at my current deck right now, Broken Token. It is a fantastic deck that features Fischl, the Rhodia of Loesch, also known as the Oceanid, and Zhongli. It's a token deck that throws out tokens and can do a lot of massive damage. Usually gets things done in 2 turns. But we're going to show you the trainer cards that are absolutely must-haves, in my view, are the must-have trainer cards or support cards that you need in a deck. So we're going to start off with Pymon. Now, Pymon is excellent because it is a support card that stays out, companion card. It does have a hefty cost. However, you get 2 Omni Elements for 2 turns when your action phase begins. So Omni Elements, basically think of Rainbow Energy in Pokemon. It's kind of the same thing. You are able to use that energy for any element that you need. So if you have, for example, Zhongli, who needs 3 fire to do the Gooba, to bring out the Gooba, you have Omni Element. You can use that towards the Pyro requirement in order to cast this card. So in my view, this card is actually excellent card. It's usable in every deck. So yes, it is an additional 2 Omni Elements on top of the ones that you are guaranteed to get every turn. So this is an absolute brilliant card that is a must-have in any deck. All right, we're going to go with another one. This is probably going to be a controversial one for a lot of people. However, this is probably at the top of my list as my absolute favorite event card. It is Tossup. Yes, Tossup. You're looking at this right. This is probably my #1 card in a deck. Tossup. I also call it the Genius Invocation's Black Lotus. If you're familiar with Magic the Gathering, Black Lotus is an absolutely broken card that gets you the mana that you need in a snap, and it also costs 0 to cast. Tossup is fantastic in the fact that you're able to re-roll dice rolls. So let's face it, every now and then we get these instances in the game where you have a great hand or you may have a move planned out. However, you have to make sure that you have the right energy, the right elemental die set so that you're able to do that move. What Tossup does is allows you to get that extra chance. And not only are you able to re-roll just 1 dice, you can re-roll as many dice as you want. And you re-roll twice. That's right. So let's say you have the Oceanid out, okay, and you need 6 water, okay, and you get 0. You have Tossup in your hand. You're able to play that. You re-roll all your dice. You maybe get 3. And then you can re-roll the other dice to see if you can get the element that you need. In many situations, this card alone has helped bail me out of situations. This is an absolute must in my deck. It is a beautiful card. Again, it costs 0, just like Black Lotus. This is, in my opinion, the Black Lotus of Genius Invocation. I call it Black Lotus on my stream all the time. This is an absolute fantastic card, and it's one that really belongs in a lot of decks. It's free It's, you know, there people will say there's other cards that you can put in, but honestly, this is an absolute necessity for me. I love this card. Tossup, aka Black Lotus, is my favorite card in Genius Invocation at this time. All right, and now for my third card that is my favorite, and again, it might be a controversial one, but it's a good one. Liban, our very shady merchant, is back, and he is something else. So here's what's so cool about him. First off, he's a zero cost. Amazing zero cost. What he does is fantastic. So there may be situations where you end up having maybe 1 or 2 elemental die that you have not used, and you don't plan on using that. Your turn is set and you're done. So Liban can come in and collect those unused elemental die. There is a max of 1 for each elemental type. Now, here's where he's really cool. When the action phase begins, if his card has collected 3 elemental dice, you can draw 2 cards and create 2 Omni Elements. Remember, we talked about Omni Elements earlier in that they act as rainbow energy, so they can be used towards any element in the Genius Invocation trading card game. So Omni Element times 2 in addition to 2 cards is a huge advantage in this game, especially if you're needing that 1 card or maybe that 1 draw in order to pull something really cool off. And so Liban has done that for me in many occasions. He is free. It's another 0 card cost card, and this is again a favorite of mine. I have 2, and I do use both of them in my deck. They have come at a crunch all the time for me. So for me, Liban is definitely on top of the list for me. All right, so that's going to do it for me here on this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Those are my 3 must-have cards that you have to have in a deck in order to really crunch the competition when it comes to Genius Invocation trading card game in Genshin Impact. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button or the follow button and follow me for more Genshin Impact content. We may be doing a trading card tournament soon, so keep tuned for that for details soon. And until then, thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you at my next content here soon. Thank you.